So I do remember when I started off training, the first body part that my trainer made me hit was legs. So when I start off this YouTube channel, that's exactly the kind of suffering that I'd like to go through. A lot of y'all might be like, what's the plan? Why are you spontaneously starting a YouTube channel in the middle of nowhere? And I will get to that in a little bit, but for that, time to show you guys what I'm going to eat pre-workout for a leg day. Probably a little bit of carbs, some honey, Greek yogurt, and obviously caffeine. We got some yogurt, grapes, and some honey. Let's get it. So I normally put creatine in there and got like a scoop and a half of pre and some salt. I think that might be a little too much salt though, but that's okay. Okay, I've just unlocked the tripod. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, now to get some headphones. It takes more time to take effect. Yeah, by the way, I gotta be careful on these speed breakers leaving the facility because they are quite gnarly. I can tell you that. But I recently got a job working as an engineer somewhere around last year, and unfortunately I did such a freaking terrible job that they had to shut down the entire department because of how trash I am. Closed the entire department down, let go of half the team, and that was one of the names on the half of the team that got let go. To me, I think that certain things could have definitely been timed a little differently. Like, just a little example I'd like to give here. I was given, like most jobs normally give their employees a couple of weeks notice before a major layoff was going to happen. Now, if I knew I was getting fired 3 weeks ago or something like that, that's fine, right? Because then I could have started applying for jobs, started doing everything 3 weeks ago. But I work at a startup, so things kind of work differently. When I say that things work differently, the decision to, like, you know, keep you or to let you go is hanging on the basis of like very loosely catered to or whatever threads, right? And as soon as like a little blow wind or something happens, like that could mean like the difference, I'd say, between like having a job and not having a job, right? And you kind of have no control over that being in a startup. And I understand that that's difficult, but the objective point of the matter is that I got fired. I have two options. Either I can, you know, start applying for jobs again, which is something that I've already done. And after I start applying for jobs again, I could maybe get a job in a different city, and then I'll have to move there. Hopefully that company doesn't get closed down in a year's time. The second rather decent way to go about things in this instance, I would say, is to suck it up and just focus on grad school. But grad school for sure could open up a lot of avenues for me financially. But as far as this channel is concerned, I only kind of made the channel because I kind of,
destination is on the right,
you know, enjoy making YouTube or, like, you know, entertaining in general. That's kind of like what I like to do. I've never really had the time to try it. I've never ever really just sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna give this a solid shot, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works, right? So this is me giving it that solid shot. You know, I don't have the greatest physique like in the universe. I'm not some phenom, I'm not some genetic god or anything like that. I just kind of like lifting, and now I have a lot more free time. So I thought, why not come on here and have a little fun with it, you know? Don't think too much, just do. It took me 65 million years, but I'm finally at a store where I think I can buy headphones. Guess we couldn't find headphones there. I hate CVS. Terrible place. That took a second, but I finally ended up buying the damn headphones. Oh, golly. Pop out of the freaking freaking gallows when they see a car coming full speed. Like for these weird looking things that I just bought, I just spent around $40. And like the reason I kind of like the weird looking things was because they weren't, it said wireless. Well, they're basically wireless headphones with wires on them, which I think is pretty funny. I think that's a decent enough reason to spend $40 while being cripplingly unemployed. I just saw a couple pass by. Normally I get a little worried whenever they pass by because of my past life. The type of people I was in with, the activities I was doing back in the day, they kind of definitely play a role in having that innate fear of like police officers or authority or anything like that. Oh, we're almost at the gym, dog. I took my pre like an hour ago, but we're almost here. I still haven't figured out how to turn my headphones on. Oh, I think it might be on already, but it didn't make any sounds. Testing. Just as soon as I started doing this, I just got a new, what you call that? I got a new contact on LinkedIn. He's an online fitness coach and he's apparently a former FI as well. I can talk more about that another time, but at least for now, I know that this dude's a FI. That's pretty cool. I might ask him, you know, if he wants to create some content together, but not that type of content. Well, both types of content are pretty lucrative. I do need money right now. I'm actually gonna be hitting the Smith machine because I'm about to show you the reason why I'm not doing bar squats right now. So if you see, if I were to do a regular squat, my shit isn't like perfectly even down there. So for that reason, I can't be doing regular squats, but I have a pretty fun squat variation that I normally do instead, which is basically almost pure quad isolation. Okay, so as you can see, I have a plate down here. The way that I use that is I kind of use it to elevate my heels. And you're about to see why I like to do squats like that. Whoa. You know, first machine that swings both ways. You see that isolation you can get on there? Two plates. Remember, I'm not trying to do too many reps because I'm trying to conserve my energy for like the top 2 sets maybe. And I can't lie, I'm a little nervous about this one because normally if I'm going for 6 this way, I'll wear a belt. But today, I'm not really feeling it, so we just gonna go for it, you feel me? Hope he's struggling to survive here. Getting back to what's important here. I don't think there are any belts in here. So like what I probably have to do is just YOLO it and hope I don't freaking die. But yeah, the game plan is this right here on each side. Near-death experience. All right, boys and girls. One more set left, all right, before move on to Bulgarian squat, just to prove to you how committed I am to the cause. I've already set up for Bulgarian squats, as you can clearly see. So, yeah, let's go hit this fucking set. And then let's go hit them split squats. I'm not looking forward to those, let me tell you. Might have had one more, but that time I wasn't trying to gamble. And if having a dilemma here between choosing 75s, the 70s or the 75s. Yeah, I was just on some risky business, man. I just left my freaking keys in my car. That is something that you can't pay me to like. I don't even want to do an extra set of that. So glad that hell's over. Anyways, this is what we're gonna be having to resort to. Now what I normally do if I wanna isolate my quads is I kinda keep my toes and just the base of my toes on there. So when I push, it's basically just pure quad isolation. I don't know how well you can see it from that up here. Oh, that's a very sus position. I just got done. All right, 2 heavy sets. I got a leg press to finish off quads. Here's what they look like. My lighting isn't the greatest. In this facility here, you see that shit? That's pretty decent. Little quad pump. Maybe like little hamstrings just for pure and utter pity purposes. And then after that, we're probably gonna go and buy some freaking food. I can catch my breath. And that one, ooh. I'm trying to find some good lighting to clip some more shots of the leg pump. Oh, someone fucking shit in there, dog. No, I'm gonna have the 2 pieces of salmon. There's nothing you can. I kind of have to, right? I've eaten yogurt, grapes, honey, and as far as that's concerned, that's it today. I've had like 200 calories. I've had like 200 calories since morning. Okay. So therefore, you know what? Executive decision. I'm eating the freaking salmon. I don't care. Forgot to record it because I'm an idiot, but just had a scoop of protein and some water. That's another additional 170 calories, bringing our daily total up today to somewhere around 500. A more accurate number is going to be right up there on the screen though. All right, so right over here, got some salmon, got some chicken. That's going to be 2 of my meals going into it. So there's around a pound of salmon in here, around maybe like just over half a pound of chicken breast. So that should take me well over my protein goal for the day. Calories. And therefore, if we want to get to our 1900 limit for the day, we're going to have to eat this many grams of carbs. Chicken and potatoes. That looks appetizing, doesn't it? Well, you see, it's the next morning now, and I kind of forgot to record myself eating the salmon again. That's because I was pretty exhausted last night, but that's fine. Today, I'm going to make sure I record that shit, though. We're hitting shoulders.